Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm fingering.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Rams. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down, Tannehill. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Tannehill on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Derrick Henry. Gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tannehill. The kidder here, it's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the interception makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Now Tannehill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill uncorks one for Davis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. defensively, your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run this with Akers. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
2 yards on the pick.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
19-yard line.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Second down. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Henry. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Third and long, it's Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Short throw to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 7.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 12-yard line.
Carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. The coach, he'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Smith catches left side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Rams 14, Titans 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Well, they run with Henry on 1st down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Tennessee.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make...
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jenopoly Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie the game. We'll just start all over.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Rams have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And bring out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Nick Needham picks it off. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he knocks it through.
Next, the score, Rams 28. Titans 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Tannehill. Flushed out right, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because
Robert Woods got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. Touchdown, LA! Robert Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this 2nd half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up second.
And last catch short of the marker by just a yard, leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. This one brought in by Jefferson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Henry. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Third and 2, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Call here. They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st down, Tennessee.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And he puts him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
He was defended by Jenopoly.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game. So defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Back at his own 49.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Titans, 1st down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it?
Complete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 57 yards. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that.
Popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Brings up 2nd.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds It's near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Derrick Henry. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now it's Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Rams 49.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Los Angeles, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was popped, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me